Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a kind and gentle young girl named Cinderella. After the death of her loving mother, her father remarried a woman with 2 daughters of her own. Soon after, Cinderella's father also passed away, leaving her in the care of her cruel stepmother and selfish stepsisters. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were very unkind to her. They forced her to do all the household chores, from scrubbing the floors to washing the dishes and tending to the fires. Despite her harsh treatment, Cinderella remained kind and hopeful, always dreaming of a better life. One day, the king announced a grand ball at the palace in honor of the prince, who was seeking a bride. All the young women in the kingdom were invited to attend. Cinderella was excited at the prospect of going to the ball, but her stepmother and stepsisters mocked her and refused to let her attend. They left Cinderella alone, dressed in her ragged clothes, while they went to the ball in their finest gowns. Cinderella was heartbroken and wept in despair. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a splendid carriage, mice into horses, and a rat into a coachman. She then turned Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown, complete with delicate glass slippers. The fairy godmother warned Cinderella that the magic would wear off at midnight, so she must return home by then. Cinderella arrived at the ball, and everyone was captivated by her beauty, including the prince. As the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning and rushed out of the palace. In her haste, she lost one of her glass slippers on the stairs. The prince was determined to find the mysterious girl he had fallen in love with. He searched the entire kingdom, trying the glass slipper on every young woman. He danced with her all night, and she was so happy that she lost track of time. Many tried to force their feet into the slipper, but it would fit none of them. Finally, the prince arrived at Cinderella's home. Her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the slipper, but it was too small for them. When Cinderella asked to try it on, her stepmother and stepsisters laughed at her. But the prince insisted, and when Cinderella put on the slipper, it fit perfectly. At that moment, the fairy godmother appeared and transformed Cinderella's rags into the beautiful gown she had worn at the ball. The prince recognized her immediately and asked her to marry him. Cinderella agreed, and they lived happily ever after.